A fiddler on the roof. Sounds crazy, no? But in our little village of Anatevka, you might say that every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a simple little tune without breaking his neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up there if it's so dangerous? We stay because Anatevka is our home. And how do we keep our balance? That I can tell you with one word: tradition.
Tradition, 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 tradition.
Because of our traditions, we've kept our balance for many years. Here in Anatevka, we have our traditions for everything. How to eat, how to sleep, how to work, even how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered, and we wear these little prayer shawls. This shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition get started? I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition. Because of our traditions, every one of us here knows who we are and what God expects us to do.
Day and night must scramble for a living, feed and wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has the right, as master of the house, to have the final word at home? The Papa, the Papa. Tradition, the Papa, Papa, tradition.
We must find a way to make a proper home, a quiet home, a kosher home. We must raise a family and run the home, so Papa's free to read the Holy Book.
Tradition, the Mama.
At 3 I started Hebrew school, at 10 I learned a trade. I hear they picked up right for me, I hope she's pretty.
Sons, sons, tradition, sons, sons, tradition.
Who does Mama teach to mend and tend and fix, preparing me to marry whoever Papa picks? The daughters,
Tradition,
the daughters,
tradition.
And in our little village, we've always had our many special types. For instance, Yenta the matchmaker.
Avram, I have the perfect match for your son. A wonderful girl.
Who is it?
Rachel, the shoemaker's daughter.
Rachel, the shoemaker's daughter. She can hardly see. She's almost blind.
Tell the truth, Avram. Is your son so much to look at? With the way she sees and the way he looks, it's a perfect match.
And Reb Nachum the beggar.
Here you go, Reb Nachum. 1 kopeck.
1 kopeck. Last week you made me 2 kopeck.
I had a bad week.
So, if you had a bad week, why should I suffer?
And most important, our beloved rabbi.
Rabbi, may I ask you a question? Certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
A blessing for the Tsar, of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
Da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. And in our village there are others that make up a much larger circle. His Honor the Constable, His Honor the Priest, His Honor the, well, many others. We don't bother them, and so far, they don't bother us either. And among ourselves, we've always gotten along perfectly well. Of course, there was a time when he sold him a horse, but delivered a mule. That's all settled. Now we live in perfect peace and harmony.
It was a horse. It was a mule. It was a horse. 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 It was a horse.
Tradition. Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.
On my head. On the stool, foolish girl. Where is Tama?
She's in the barn milking, Mama.
When will Papa be home? It's almost Sabbath, and he worries a lot when he'll be home all day long, riding on top of his wagon like a prince.
Mama, you know that Papa works hard.
His horse works harder. And you don't have to defend your pup to me. I've known him longer than you. He could drive a person crazy. He should only live and be well. Spritzel, bring me some more potatoes. Carla, did you finish milking?
Yes, Mama.
You were reading again? Why does a girl have to read? Will it fit her a better husband? Here.
Mama, Yenta's coming. She's down the road.
Maybe she's finally found a match for you, Zaitzel. Ah, from your mouth to God's ears.
Why does she have to come now? It's almost set.
Go finish in the barn. I want to talk to Yenta alone. Go on.
Mama? Yes? Can I go out and play?
You have feet. Go.
Can I go too?
Go too.
But Mama, the men she finds. The last one was so old and he was bald. He had no hair.
A poor girl without a dowry cannot be so particular. If you want hair, marry a monkey.
After all, Mama, I'm not yet 20 years old.
Do you have to boast about your age? Do you want to tempt the evil eye? Now go to your room. Not every day in the week. Oh, but this is once in a lifetime news. And where are your doctors? Outside? No? Such diamonds, such jewels. And you'll see, Golda, I'll find every one of them a husband. But you shouldn't be so picky. Even the worst husband, and believe me, I know what they're like, God forbid, is better than no husband. Ever since my Annie died, I've been a poor widow, alone, nobody to talk to, nothing to say to anyone. It's no right. All I do at night is think of him, and even thinking of him gives me no pleasure. Because you know as well as I, he was not much of a man. Everything that man touched turned to mud. He's better than nothing.
Good evening. Is Idol in the house?
But she's busy. You can come back later.
But there's something I had to tell her.
Later! Or Moto. Finish what you were doing. I said later. And what does that poor Taylor Moto want with your Zyko? They've been friends since they were they play. They play? What do they play, Golda? No, they're just children. Yanta, you said one. Children. They can be the blessing in your old age. But my Anna, he couldn't have children. And between you and me, Golda, he didn't try very hard. But complaining. Other women enjoy complaining, but not Yamsta. Not every woman in this world is. But I must go prepare. It was a pleasure talking our hearts out. But Yenta, you said you had news for me. Ah, the news. I must be losing my head. One day it will fall off altogether and a horse will kick it into the mud and bye, Yenta. Yes, the news. That Laser Wolf the Butcher, a good, fine man. And I don't have to tell you, he's true, of course, true. What to make it? Out of the whole town, he has cast on your Zyto. My Zyto? No, the Czar's Zyto. Such a match for my Zyto. Kevin wants a learned man, Laser. You listen to me, Go. Talk to him. Let him talk to him, Laser. He's a good man, a fine man. So you'll tell me how it went, no? And you don't have to thank me, because aside from which anyway, Lazy be paying, it gives me great satisfaction to make people happy. Satisfaction is there. So, I must be off. So goodbye, Golda, and you're welcome. Thank you, Yenta. Goodbye. What does she want, Mama? What I want. Now finish scrubbing the floor.
I wonder if Yenta found a husband for you, Zaisa. I'm not anxious for Yenta to find me a husband. Not unless it's Muffle, the tailor. I didn't ask you. So you're the only to make a match for you before they can make one for me. And then after her, one for me. So if Yenta brings Yenta, well, somebody has to arrange these. People can't decide these things. And my wonderful. Someone interesting. And well off. And important. Matchmaker, make me a match, find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, look through your book, make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, I'll bring the tail, you bring the groom, sled tail. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see. For Papa, make him a scholar. For Mama, make him rich as a king. For you, well, I'll holler. You are as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the alone, so find me a match. My own. Papa. Your eye. And you have your eye on the rabbi's son. Not. We have only one rabbi. Only one. Why shouldn't I want the rabbi? Unless you're a girl from a poor family. So you'll take. Of course, right. Huddle, oh huddle, have I for you? He's handsome, he's young, right, he's 62, but he's a nice, good, true, true. You'll be happy, and even if you're, there's more to life. Don't ask me what. I found him be a lucky bride. He's tall, side to side, but he's a nice and a good catch, right? Right. You heard he has a temper. He'll beat you every, but only when he's. You're all right. Did you think you'd get a prince? Well, I do. And with no dowry, no money, no family background, be glad you got a man. Matchmaker, you know that I'm still very young. Please take your time. I misunderstood that I could get stuck. Dear young Tom, that he's gentle, remember you were all right. Not that I'm sentimental, it's just that I'm terrified. Matchmaker, matchmaker, plan me no plans. Maybe I've learned that if matches a girl can get burned. Oh, bring me no groom, find me no fire. No cat, unless a matchless man.
I am a horse. God, did you have to make my poor horse lose his shoe just before the Sabbath? That wasn't very nice, you know. It's enough that you pick on Devia. You blessed him with 5 daughters and a life of poverty. But against my horse. Sometimes things are a bit quiet up there. You say to yourself, let's see what kind of mischief I can play on my friend Devia.
You're finally here, my breadwinner.
I'll talk to you later. He was invited to the blacksmith for Sabbath.
Hurry up, the sun is and I have something important to say to you.
As the good book says, O Lord, be healed. In other words, send us. You've got the sickness already. I'm not really complaining. You know, but I'm pretty much starving to death. You've made many, many poor people. As of course that it's no great poor, but no great honor either. So what would have had a small I were a rich man, diddle digga diddle diddle dum, all day long I'd biddy biddy bum. A wealthy man who wouldn't have to work hard, diddle 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 digga digga diddle. If I were a rich digga digga diddle diddle, I'd build a small house with rooms by the dozen right in the middle of the town. A fine real wooden floors below. There would be one long stair just going up and one even longer coming and one more leading no for sure. I'd fill my heart with ticks and turkeys and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. Loud quack and cluck and gobble will sound like a trumpet on the air. Here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, diddle 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 digga digga diddle diddle dum, all day long I'd biddy biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man who wouldn't have to work hard, diddle 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 digga digga diddle. If I were a digga digga little man, I see my wife looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double supervising heart's delight. I see her putting on airs and strutting like a peak. What a happy mood she's in. Scream at the servants day and night. The most important in town will come to fawn on me. They will ask me to them like a Solomon the wise. If you rept heavier, pardon me, problems that would cross a rabbi's. And it won't make one bit of difference if it's right or wrong, 'cause when you're rich you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I like to sit and pray and be taken by the eastern wall. I would discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the greatest thing of all. Rich man, diddle 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 diddle, all day long. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Diddle 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 digga digga diddle. Lord, who made the lamb? Read I what I am. Would it spoil some turn? If I were a wealthy man.
Ah, there he is. Yeah, you Sabbath.
Have you actually got the orders for the rabbi?
Devia, you forgot my order for the Sabbath?
Like in Odessa.
Speaking about news, terrible outside world.
What is it? What does it say?
Well, in the city of Rajenka, all the Jews were evicted, forced to leave their
Reason?
Maybe the Tsar wanted their land.
Of his own personal plans.
Amen. Good news.
I only read it. It was.
The authorities start to itch in places they can't scratch.
Why do you curse? All day long you curse and chatter and don't do anything. You'll chatter your way into the grave. Excuse me, but you're not. No. And where are you from? Kiev.
Aha! The university!
Oh, that's why I learned that there's more to life than you should know in the outside world.
Why should I let them break
He's right. If you spit in the wind, it lands in your...
You can't close your eyes on what's going on.
He's right.
He's right. They both be right.
You know something? You...
right, then he's still wet behind me.
Good Sabbath,
Devia.
Good. Ah, yes, of course. So you're from Kiev. Perchik. You're a... As Abraham once said, strange land.
Moses said.
As King David once put it, I... tongue.
That was also Moses.
I was slow. He sure talked a lot. Here, have a...
And I am not a beggar. Very well, for your sake.
You know, there's no crime to be poor.
It's the rich who are the criminals. Some ours.
That would be very nice.
And who will make this miracle come to pass? People. Like you? Like me. Ha! Nonsense.
Golden egg, Perchik.
The children. Do you have any children?
Daughters.
5.
Daughters.
Girls are people. Tut, he's a rat. Chance I can open their mind to great thoughts. Well, the Bible has for our time.
I'm a very poor man. You will stay the Sabbath with us. But we don't starve either. Poor man eats a chicken. One... Well, it doesn't make sense. There's something about a chicken.
Sabbath, Papa.
Perchik,
What was...
Sprinza, and Belka. Hodel, and my eldest daughter.
You have a pleasant daughter.
This one is mine. This one is mine. Mine. And this one is mine. This one is not mine.
You did me a favor and came in.
Hold on, this is Perchik. Yes. Would you like to take lessons from him?
A very good teacher.
Has a congregation of one.
Quick and witty tongue.
Another good book can wait.
Her mother.
Mortal, you're also other blessings. I don't do more. Washed.
Mother can help me, Mama.
Hurt you where to wash.
Watch it today be any different. Quiet. I'm afraid. What?
I don't know, only that he says it.
I have nothing for him to slaughter. About what? Forget it.
Tevye, don't be an axe. You do it.
About what? He wants me. Right, I'll talk to him.
Mortal.
Sorry.
There will be a match, and then it will be too late.
I found someone who will sell me his used. Saved up enough money to buy it. Then.
But Mortal, a few weeks may be too late. You could ask my.
How? But why should he consider?
And I'm only the daughter of a poor milkman.
If your father says no, that's it.
Mortal!
I'm just a.
He's entitled to say this.
All right, I'll talk to him.
Come to me.
Good Sabbath, bro. Tell you.
And defend you, always shield you. May you come to ever shining. Be like Ruth and Lamphere. May you be for you.
May he send you husbands.
And 2 glasses.
Are you having a party?
Wedding.
A wedding? Wedding married too. You don't leave that stand.
Of course. A wedding, no wedding.
Good evening, innkeeper. Vodka, schnapps? Good evening, Tevye. Good evening.
You're so early.
You want
No. Come here. Sit down.
insult you by saying no? How should it go?
The same.
Here then.
Brother-in-law. The one in America. You?
Oh, not lately.
Then
He would have written.
I wanted to see you.
Oh, yes, I do. About it.
Why not?
Did I get rid of her?
Well,
See? Today you want one.
what would I do?
Yes.
This is important to me.
Why is it so?
Because I'm lonesome.
Lonesome?
You don't?
We're talking about.
A milk cow? Oh, I'm talking about your daughter.
Daughter?
Yeah. Comes into my butcher shop every on me. And as for me, I have a house, store. We have to impress on each other. And sorry for her. Your own person.
My purse.
All right, just as you say. We won't get it done with, and I'll be good. What do you think?
What do I think? Victim. But what? Conversation with them if you're talking about. On the other hand, you don't have to be. Zaito would never know hunger. I misjudged him. He liked to try and take. I agree.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And to you.
To the both of us. Merit. And important. Look, look. To I've tried. Drink luck to life, l'chaim, l'chaim, to life. Life has a way of confusing us,
Blessing and bruising us.
drink l'chaim to life. God would like us to be joyful, even though our hearts lie panting on the floor.
How much more can we be joyful when there's really something to be joyful for?
To life, L'chaim. To Zeitel, my daughter.
My wife! It gives you something to think about.
Thing to drink about.
Drink L'chaim! Like Ramarka! Drinks for everyone!
What's the occasion?
I'm taking myself a bride!
Who's the lucky one?
Tevye's eldest, Zeitel!
Mazel tov.
To Tavia.
To Zeitel, your daughter.
My wife!
May all your futures be pleasant ones. Life's a present run. Drink L'chaim. To life,
L'chaim! L'chaim, L'chaim,
to life.
It takes a wedding to make us say, let's live another day. Drink L'chaim, to life!
Raise the glass and drink a cup of schnapps in honor of the great news, like the favorite news. Know that when good fortune favors you, such riches
Deserve to reach and we deserve it too. To us and our good fortune. Be happy, love life.
and if your good fortune never comes, do whatever comes. Drink L'chaim.
To life.
He'll be my papa.
Your papa. I've always wanted a son, but one a little bit younger than myself.
Good evening. Good evening, Constable. What's the celebration?
Tevye's marrying off his oldest daughter.
Oh. May I offer my congratulations, Tevye?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, Tevye, I have a bit of news that I think I should tell you as a friend.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm giving you this news because I like you. You are a decent, honest person, even though you are a Jewish dog.
Thank you, Your Honor. Often does a man get a compliment like that? And your news?
We have received orders that sometime soon this district is to have a little unofficial demonstration.
A program? Here?
No, just a little unofficial demonstration.
A little.
Not too serious, just a little mischief. In case an inspector comes through, he will see we have done our duty. Personally, I don't see why there has to be this trouble between people. I thought I should tell you and you can tell the others.
Thank you, Your Honor. You are a decent man. And if I might say so, it's too bad that you're not a Jew.
That's what I like about you, Tevye. Always joking. And congratulations again for your daughter.
Well, God, did you have to send news like that today? I mean, I know that we are the chosen people, but once in a while, maybe couldn't you choose someone else? Anyway, thank you for sending a husband for my daughter, Zaito. L'chaim.
Now, children, I will tell you a story of Laban and Jacob, and then we will discuss it together, all right? Good. Now, Laban had 2 daughters, Leah and the beautiful Rachel. And Jacob loved the younger, Rachel, and he asked Laban for her hand. Laban agreed only if Jacob would work for him for 7 years.
Was Laban a mean man?
He was an employer. Now, after Jacob worked for him for 7 years, do you know what happened? Laban fooled him and gave him his ugly daughter Leah. So for Jacob to marry Rachel, he had to work another 7 years. You see, children, the Bible clearly states you must never trust an employer.
Yes, Perchik. Yes, Perchik.
Good. Now let's talk about
Papa is
some
enough
other
yet?
things.
No, Mama.
Then enough lessons for today. We will have to do Papa's chores. Put that away and clean the barn. And call me when Papa gets up.
Okay, Mama. That was a very interesting lesson, Perchik.
Do you think so?
Although I don't know if the rabbi would agree with your interpretation.
And neither, I suppose, would the rabbi's son.
My little sisters have big tongues.
Now what do you know about him except that he is the rabbi's son? Would you be interested in him if he were a tinsmith's son or a shoemaker's son?
At least I know this. He doesn't have any strange ideas about turning the world upside down.
Any idea would be strange to you. Remember, the Lord said, "Let there be light."
Yes, but he was not talking to you personally.
You have wit, even a little intelligence, perhaps.
Thank you.
But what good is your brain? Without curiosity, it is a rusty tool. Good day, Horo.
We have an old custom here. A boy acts respectfully towards a girl. But I suppose that is too traditional for an advanced thinker like you.
Our traditions, nothing must change. Everything's perfect exactly the way it is.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing all over, but here, men and women must be kept apart. Women in the kitchen, men study. Boys and girls must not even touch, must not even look at each other.
I am looking at you.
You are very brave. Did you know that in the city, men and women can be affectionate without the permission of a matchmaker? Even dance, new steps like this. here. Do you like it?
It's very nice.
There. We've just changed an old custom.
Yes, well, you're welcome. I mean, thank you. I mean, good day.
Bill, Sprint, what's your name?
Huddle, Papa.
Huddle. Where's Zaito?
She's in the barn.
Go call her out, please. Ah, Red Perchik, how did the lessons go today?
I think we made a good beginning.
Ah, he's finally up. So what happened last night besides you drinking like a peasant? Did you see Laser Wolf? What did he say? What did you say? Do you have news?
Patience, woman, patience. As the good book says, good news will stay, bad news will refuse to leave. Ah, Zaito, my lamb, come here. You are to be congratulated, Zaito. You are going to be married.
Married? What do you mean, Papa?
Laser Wolf has asked for your hand.
Oh, I knew it.
The butcher?
My heart told me this was a lucky day. Oh, I thank thee.
What do you say, Zaito?
Well, what can you say? My firstborn, a bride. Oh, may you grow old with him in fortune and honor. Not like that first wife of his, Fruma Sarah. May she rest in peace. She was a bitter woman. Not like my Zaito. And now I must go Vendetta. Oh, my firstborn, a bride. Oh, I thank thee.
Mazel tov, Zaito.
You call that a mazel tov? And you're a Perchik. Aren't you even going to congratulate Zaito with her blessing?
Congratulations, Zaito, for getting a rich man.
Again with the rich? What is wrong with being rich?
Money is the world's curse.
May the Lord smite me with it, and may I never recover. Zaito knows what I mean only for her welfare, don't you, Zaito?
Yes, Papa.
You see?
I see very well.
Zaito, why are you so silent? Aren't you happy with your blessing?
Oh, Papa? Papa.
Well, what is it? Tell me.
Papa, I don't want to marry him. I can't marry him. I can't.
If I say that you'll marry him, you'll marry him.
Papa, if it's a matter of money, I'll do anything. I'll hire myself out as a servant. I'll dig ditches. I'll haul rocks. Please don't make me marry him, Papa, please.
But what is wrong with Laser? He likes you.
Papa, I will be unhappy with him. All my life will be unhappy. I'll dig ditches. I'll haul rocks.
But we made an agreement. And with us, an agreement is an agreement.
Is that more important than I am, Papa? Papa, don't force me. I'll be unhappy all my days.
All right, I won't force you.
Oh, thank you, Papa, thank you.
I suppose it was not ordained that you should have all the comforts of life, and that your mother and I should have a little happiness in our old age.
Reptilian, may I speak to you?
Not now, Moto.
I'd like to speak to you.
Later, Moto, I have problems.
That's what I wanted to speak to you about. I think I can help.
Like a bandage could help a corpse. Goodbye, Moto.
At least listen to him, Papa.
All right. You have a tongue. Speak.
I hear that you're arranging a match for Zaito.
He also has ears.
I have a match for Zaito.
What kind of match?
A perfect fit.
A perfect fit.
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
This match was made exactly to measure.
A perfect fit. Exactly the method. Stop talking like a tailor and tell me who it is.
Please don't shout at me.
All right. Just tell me who it is.
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it?
Who is it?
It's me. Myself.
Him? Himself? You must be completely out of your mind. Or crazy. He must be crazy. What are you? Everything? The matchmaker? The bridegroom? The guest all rolled into one? I suppose you'll even perform the marriage for yourself. He's crazy.
Please don't shout at me, Reptilia. As for being my own matchmaker, I know it's a little unusual.
It's crazy.
But times are changing, Reptilia. The thing is, your daughter's idol and I gave each other a pledge over a year ago that we would marry.
You gave each other a pledge?
Yes, Papa. We gave each other our pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of. Absurd. They gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. Where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do they think they are? America? And what do you think you're doing? You stitcher! You nothing! Who do you think you are? King Solomon? This isn't the way it's done. Not here, not now. Some things I will not, I cannot allow. Tradition, marriages must be arranged by the Papa. This must never be changed. One little time I pull out the prop, and where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Do I no longer have anything to say about my daughter? Or does no one have to ask the Papa anymore?
I've wanted to tell you for some time, Reptilia. But first, I want to save up for my own sewing machine.
Oh, stop talking nonsense. You're just a poor tailor.
That's true, Reptilia. But even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. I promise you, Reptilia, your daughter will not starve.
He's beginning to talk like a man. On the other hand, what kind of match would that be? A poor tailor? On the other hand, he's an honest, hard worker. But then on the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. On the other hand, things can get no worse. They can only get better. They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She loves him, she wants him. Look at my daughter's eyes, so hopeful. Tradition! Well, children, when shall we have the wedding?
Thank you, Papa. Thank you.
Thank you, Reptilia. You won't be sorry.
I'm already sorry.
Thank you.
They pledged their troth. Mother and children, your mother. What am I going to tell Golda? What am I going to... Oh, help!
Moto, you were wonderful.
It was a miracle. It was a miracle.
I was afraid that God would frown, but like he did so long ago in Jericho, God just made a wall fall down. When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of a worthless lump of clay, God has made a man today. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles, God took a tailor by the hand, turned him around, and miracle of miracles, led him to the promised land. When David slew Goliath, yes, that was a miracle. When God gave us manna in the wilderness, that was a miracle too.
But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that one I thought could never be. God has given you to me.
Vital. Laser! No! No!
Wake up, Tevye, wake up! Wake up, Tevye, wake up!
Where is she?
Where is who?
From Sarah. Laser was first wife from Sarah. She was standing right there a moment ago.
Ruma Sarah has been dead for years. You must have been dreaming. Tell me what you dreamt and I'll tell you what it meant.
It was terrible.
Tell me.
All right. But promise me you won't be frightened.
Tell me!
This is my dream. I dreamed that we were having a celebration of some kind. And everybody we knew was there. And musicians too. And then in the middle of the dream, we watched your grandmother Zeitel.
Grandmother Zeitel? How did she look?
For a woman who's been dead for 30 years, she didn't look bad. Naturally, I went up to greet her.
See your daughter wed. Such a son-in-law, like no one ever saw. The tailor model Camzoil.
Model?
Worthy boy is he. Family.
The tailor, she must have heard wrong. She meant the butcher.
You must have heard wrong, Grandma. There's no tailor. You mean the butcher, Grandma? Father, the lady won't.
No! I mean tailor, Tevye, my great grandchild. Where's the Zeitel who your name for me? Motto's bride was meant to be. Such a little grace.
But we announced it already. We made a bargain with the butcher.
But we announced it, Grandma, to our neighbors. We made a bargain, Grandma, with the butcher later on.
No! So you announced it, Tevye. That's your headache. Where's the little wolf I say to you? Tevye, that's your headache too. A blessing on your house, muzzle top, muzzle top. The man who such his bells, muzzle top, muzzle top. Son-in-law, like no one ever saw. The tailor of the Camzoil.
It was a butcher.
The tailor of the Camzoil.
It was later on. The dinner was no camp.
Shot! Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Sure, yes I could.
Why not? Who could be mistaken?
The butcher's wife come from beyond the grave. Is the butcher's dear darling departed wife? Ruma Sarah, 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 Ruma Sarah. I'm gonna marry my husband. Your husband. Have you no consideration?
the man sinking to the earth. And you think it was brought on by that butcher? Oh, if my grandmother Zaita came all the way from the other world to tell us about the tailor, then all I can say it's for the best. And it couldn't possibly be any better. A blessing on my head, mazel tov, like Grandma Zaito said, mazel tov, we'll have a son-in-law like no one ever saw, the tailor mortal cans oil.
We haven't got the man
Mazel tov,
we had when we began.
mazel tov,
But since your grandma came, she'll marry, what's his name?
the tailor mortal cans oil.
The tailor mortal cans oil. The tailor mortal cans oil. The tailor mortal cans oil.
Bagels, fresh bagels. Bagels, fresh bagels.
Did you hear? Did you hear? Tevye's title is marrying Moto. Plays the role of the butcher.
No! Zaita's marrying Moto?
Yes. Let's go pay Moto a visit.
What's all the excitement about?
Tevye Zaito's going to marry.
I know. The what? The butcher.
No, Moto, the tailor.
Moto?
Yes.
Tailor?
It's not comparable. It's not.
Mazel tov, Mazel. Thank you.
Can you imagine Tevye's Zaito marrying a mere tailor? I just can't believe it. Oh,
What is wrong with my son Moto?
oh, Chantal, pardon me.
Mazel tov, Chandel.
Oh, Mazel tov.
Yusuf, do you have a wedding hat for me?
There's a wolf ordered the hat, but it's not cheap.
I got his bride. I can get his hat.
Oh, then come, Milton, come.
Oh, Ava, can you watch the shop for a few minutes? I'll be back soon.
Of course.
Thank you.
Come,
We'll talk up.
come.
Mazel tov, Java.
Please, may I pass?
All right, stop it.
What's wrong with you?
Just stop it.
Now listen here, Fiedka.
Goodbye, Sasha. I said goodbye. Forgive them. They meant no harm.
Didn't they? Is there something you want?
Yes, I'd like to talk to you.
I'd rather not.
I've often noticed you at the booksellers. Not many girls in this village like to read. Would you like to borrow this book? It's very good.
No, thank you.
Why? Because I'm not Jewish? Do you feel about me the way they feel about you? I didn't think that you would.
What do you know about me?
Let me tell you about myself. I'm a pleasant fellow, charming, honest, ambitious, quite bright, and very modest.
I don't think we should be talking this way.
I often do things I shouldn't. Here, take the book. It's by Heinrich Heine. Happens to be Jewish, I believe.
That does not matter.
Good, very good, but take the book anyway. And after you finish it, we'll talk about it and how you liked it and life and things, and, well, it can turn out to be quite pleasant.
Oh, Fjedka, can I do something for you?
No, thank you.
Oh, you forgot your book.
No, it's mine.
Oh, sorry.
Good day, Hava.
Good day.
Fjedka.
Good day, Fjedka.
Is this the little boy had played?
I don't remember growing older. When did they?
When did she get to be her beauty? When did he grow to be so tall?
Wasn't it yesterday when they were small?
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly glide away, seeming certain as you sunshine, blossoming even as we gaze.
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly glide on one season following another, laden with happiness and tears. What words of wisdom can I give them? How can I help to ease their way?
Now they must learn from one another day by day.
Look so natural together.
Just like two newlyweds should be.
Is there a canopy in store for me?
are gathered here to share the joy of our two newlyweds, Matel and Zeitel. May they live together to a ripe old age. Amen. Amen. Here comes our beloved rabbi. May he be with us for many, many years. Amen. Amen. I wish to announce that the bride's parents are giving the two newlyweds the following: a new feather bed, a pair of pillows, goose pillows, and this pair of candlesticks. Now, let us not in our joy forget those who are no longer with us, our dear departed, who lived in pain and poverty and hardship, and who also died in pain and poverty and hardship. But enough sorrow. Let us be happy and content. Like our good friend, Laserwolf, who has everything in the world except the bride. But Laser has no ill feelings. As a matter of fact, he has a gift for the newlyweds, which he wishes to announce himself.
Like he said, I have no ill feelings. What's done is done. And I am even giving them a gift. 5 chickens, one for each of the first 5/7 of their newly wedded life.
Laser, you are a decent man. And in the name of my daughter and her new husband, I accept your gracious gift. There is an old saying that's
I don't have to listen to sayings. I'm not marrying your daughter.
But if you'd only listen, I was only going to say...
Why should I listen to a man who breaks an agreement?
Laser, not now. In the middle of a wedding.
I have a right to talk.
What right? This isn't your wedding.
Well, it should have been.
Red Laser, don't trust Red Tabby at his daughter's wedding.
But he shamed me in front of the whole village.
Shh, quiet. The rabbi. I say, let's sit down.
We all heard the wise words of the rabbi. Let's all just sit down.
Now, I'd like to sing a little song.
And you can keep rid of these chickens.
You leave my chickens out of this. We made a bargain.
The terms weren't settled.
We drank on it.
I saw them drink on it.
Well, the terms weren't settled.
What's done is done.
Once a butcher, always a butcher.
I had it dying. My old grandmother came to me from her grave. Well, my grandfather came to me from the grave and he said your grandmother was a liar.
Quiet! What's all this screaming about? They drank on it, an agreement, a sign. It's all nonsense. Zeitel wanted to marry Motel, not Laser.
The girl decides for himself?
Why not? They love each other.
Love?
He's a rabbit.
And what happens to the matchmaker?
They don't need a
Matchmaker!
I say...
I know. Let's all just sit down.
Musicians, play. A dance. Now, come on, dance. It's a wedding.
So wedding!
What's he doing? Stop it!
That's a sin. That's a sin. Back over here.
It's no sin to dance at a wedding.
But with a girl?
Why not?
See? That's what you get for bringing a wild man into your house.
He's not a wild man. His ideas are just a little bit different. So come back across here first.
It's a sin.
No, it's not a sin. Ask the rabbi. Ask him.
Hello, Rabbi?
Well, it's not exactly forbidden.
There, you see, it's not forbidden, and it's no sin.
There is no sin. Now, who will dance this?
Yeah.
Musicians, play.
I can see that he's dancing with my daughter. And I am going to dance with my wife. Roll out. Roll out.
I'm sorry, Xavier. The order before tonight. The whole village. Go on. Play. Play. All right, men. Enough! I'm sorry, Xavier. You understand.
Yes, of course.
Come.
Take him into the house.
What are you all standing around for? Let's clean up.
Did you hear? No, and a new arrival at Mortal and Zeitel's house.
New arrival?
Yes.
At Mortal and Zeitel's? I have to congratulate them.
Did you hear the news? There's been a new arrival at Mortal and Zeitel's house.
Really?
Yes.
Listen.
Chantal, where are you running? To my son, Mortal. There's a new arrival there. Stop, Chantal.
I know. Have you tried it yet?
Look!
Oh, beautiful.
Look how close and even the stitches are.
Oh, beautiful.
I know. And from now on, my clothes will be perfect. Made by machine. No more handmade clothes. Shh, the rabbi. Rabbi, look, my new sewing machine. Mazel tov.
Rabbi, is there a blessing for a sewing machine?
Blessing for the sewing machine?
Why, yes. Yes, there is a blessing for everything. Amen.
Amen. And the baby, how is the baby?
Oh, he's wonderful, Mama.
My grandson.
Oh, Yedka.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I came for the shirt.
Ah, it's ready.
See, it's my new sewing machine.
I see. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day.
Mortal, how does it work?
See, it's an amazing thing. You work it with your foot and your hand.
I will, but I'm afraid.
Let me talk to your father.
That would be the worst thing. I'm sure of it.
Let me try.
No, I'll talk to him. Tonight, I promise.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good day, huh?
Good day.
Good day. What were you and he talking about?
Nothing. We were just talking. Papa, Fietka and I, we've known each other for a long time.
Chava, I would be much happier if you would remain friends from afar. You must not forget who you are and who that man is.
He has a name, Papa.
Of course. All of God's creatures have names.
Fietka is not a creature. Fietka is a man.
Who is saying that he isn't? It's just the type of man that he is. As the good book says, each shall seek his own kind. In translation, meaning, a bird may love a fish, but where would they build a home together?
The world is changing, Papa.
No! Some things will not change for us. Never!
We don't feel that way.
We?
Fietka and I, we want to be married.
Married? Are you out of your mind? Do you know what this means, marrying outside of the faith?
But Papa...
No, Chava. No. Don't never mention this again. Never mention his name again. Never think of him. Never see him. Never. Do you understand me?
Yes, Papa. I understand you. The Alsa's Bristol, let's go. It's time for
So you're finally here. Well, let's go home. It's late.
I want to see Moto's new machine.
You can see it another time. It's late.
Quiet, woman! Before I get angry. And when I get angry, even the flies don't dare fly.
Oh, I'm very frightened of you. After supper, I'll faint. Now let's go home.
Golda! I am still the man of this family. And I say I want to see Moto's new machine, and I will see it now! All right, now we'll go. God, if I can walk up too late, why can't he walk up the street? I know that I'm pretty upset about my horse. I know that my horse is one of your creatures. You have the same rights as I have. The right to be sick. The right to be hungry. The right to work like a horse. God, I'm sick and tired of pulling his cards. I know. Maybe I should punch this dirty bullet in my life.
Tavia!
What is it?
Papa, she left home this morning with the other.
What?
I looked all over for her. I even went to the priest. He told me they were married.
Married? Go home, Golda. You have work to do and I have work to do. We have other responsibilities.
But
Mama is dead to us. We will forget her. Just go home. Go back. Little bird, little Havala, I don't understand what's happening today. Everything is all a blur. All I can see is a happy child, the sweet little bird you were, Havala, Havala. Little bird, little Havala, you were always such a pretty little thing, everybody's favorite child. Gentle and kind and affectionate, what a sweet little bird you were, Havala, Havala.
accept us.
Accept them? How can I accept them? How can I go against everything that I believe in? On the other hand, how can I deny my own child? On the other hand, how can I deny my faith, my people? If I try to bend that far, I will break. On the other hand, there is no other hand. No, Chava. No!
That's saying,
welcome, Your Honor. And what is the good news?
Well,
I see you have company.
They are my friends.
It doesn't matter. What I have to say affects all of you. Tevi, how much time do you need to sell your house and all your household goods?
My house? Why should I sell my house? Is it in somebody's way?
I'm coming to tell you you have to leave Anatevka.
Well, how did I come to this Lamphere tonight?
Not just you, but all of you. I thought you might be spared, Tevi, because of your daughter Hava.
My daughter is dead.
I understand. At any rate, you're going to have to leave.
But why? Anatevka's been our little corner of the world. Why should we leave?
I don't know why. There's trouble in the world, troublemakers.
Like us.
You aren't the only ones. All your people must leave the village. Zolin, Radlevka, the whole district must be empty. I have an order here that says you must be out in 3 days.
3 days?
And what if we refuse to leave?
You will be forced out.
But we will defend ourselves.
We'll fight.
Against our army? I wouldn't advise it.
Well, I have some advice for you. Get off my land! This is still my house and my land, so get off my land!
3 days!
Wait. We should get together with the people of Zola. Maybe they have a plan. Who knows? We'll fight an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Yeah, that would be very nice. Then the whole world would be blind and toothless.
Rabbi, we've been waiting for the Messiah all our lives. Wouldn't it be a good time now for him to come?
We'll have to wait for him someplace else. Meanwhile, let's start packing.
But I have more than 100 bottles of vodka. What am I going to do with them?
3 days.
Well, Anatevka hasn't exactly been the Garden of Eden now, has it?
That's true.
After all, what have we got here? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. A pot.
A pan, a broom, a hat.
Someone should have set a match to this place years ago.
A bench, a tree.
So what's a stove?
Or a house. People who pass around Tefka don't even know they've been here.
Stick of wood. Piece of cloth.
What you eat, nothing much, only Anatevka. Anatevka, Anatevka, under fan of the world. Anatevka, for us could Sabbath be so sweet.
Forefathers have been forced out of many places without a moment's notice.
Maybe that's why we always wear our hats.
Where will we live in America?
With Uncle Abram, but he doesn't know it yet.
I wish you and the baby were coming with us. We'll be staying in Warsaw until we have enough money to join you.
Watson, be careful with these. Our parents gave them to us on our wedding day.
Come, children. Help me pack the rest of the clothes.
Golda! Oh, Golda! Hi. You know, yesterday I was telling you I didn't know what to do, where to go, what to do with these old bones of mine. But now I know. You want to know? Of course you do. Well, all of my life I've dreamed of going to one place. And now I'll walk. I'll crawl. I'll get there somehow. And you want to know where it is? Of course you do. Well, every year we speak of next year in Jerusalem, next year in the Holy Land. You're going to the Holy Land? You guessed it. And you know how I came to this decision? Well, I'll tell you. My enemy, he came to me in a dream. Well, usually I wouldn't listen to him because as good as he was, and he was good as gold, too much grace he wasn't blessed with. But anyway, he came to me in this dream and he said, Yanta, you go to the Holy Land. Well, in my sleep, it must be a sign. Well, you know what I'll do then? I'm a matchmaker. I'll make matches, right? Of course, right. I'll help our people increase and multiply. It's my mission in life. So, goodbye, Golda. Goodbye, Yenta. And go in peace. Goodbye, Golda. Maybe next time we'll meet on happier occasions. Meanwhile, we suffer.
Come, Golda. We must hurry. Golda, we'll be leaving soon.
Leave, it sounds so easy.
Don't worry. We'll all be together soon. Moto, Zaito, the baby.
And Perchik and Hodel, when will we see them?
Do they not visit us from Siberia every Sabbath? You know what she writes. He sits in prison and she works. Soon he will be set free and together they will turn the world upside down. She couldn't be happier. And the other children will be with us also.
Not all.
All. Come, Golda. We must be leaving.
I have to finish sweeping the floor.
Sweeping the floor?
I don't want to leave a dirty house.
Well, Tavia, I'm on my way.
Where are you going to?
In Chicago, in America. My dead wife, Prima Sarah, rest her soul. Had a brother there.
Oh, that's nice.
I hate him. But a relative is a relative. Goodbye, Tavia.
Goodbye. Right, are they almost finished in the house?
Almost, Papa.
Papa will see you. Good. I want to say goodbye to him. He will not listen, but at least he will hear. Maybe it would be better if I went inside and I told Mama. Hello, Papa. We came to say goodbye. We are also leaving this place. We are going to Krakow.
We cannot stay amongst people who do such things to others.
We just wanted you to know that. Goodbye.
Yes, we are leaving. Some of us are driven away by edicts, others by silence.
Goodbye, Papa.
God be with you.
God be with you. We will write to you in America, if you like.
We'll be staying with Uncle Abram.
Yes, Mama.
We'll be staying with Uncle Abram. We'll be staying with Uncle Abram. Does the whole world have to know our business?
Stop yelling and finish packing. We have a boat to catch.
I don't need your advice, woman. Now, Zaito, don't forget the baby. You have to catch a boat and a train.
Goodbye, Papa.
Goodbye, Moto. We're going to the train in a boat. We're going on a train in a boat. Stop that and behave yourself. We're not in America yet.
All right. Moto. Goodbye. Work hard and see us soon.
I will represent.
All right, let's go.
Children.